Hi, I'm Sadhana. Today I'm going with the concept standard costing. We shall discuss some topics under this concept. First, let me give you some introduction about this concept. Okay, a standard means, the word standard means in general target, reference point, benchmark or yardstick. In general, standards are set for many activities, various activities. Like for marks in the examination, 100 is the standard marks. That is, in examination, every student writes for 100 marks questions. Okay, but some may get 90 or some may even get 60. But the standard marks is 100 or the target is 100 marks. Like that, the standard examination timing is 3 hours, for example. Some may finish the examination within that time, okay, for example 2.5 hours, but some may even face difficulty to complete the answer writing even though after crossing the 3 hours, or they may not complete the answer writing within the 3 hours, but the standard time is 3 hours. Like that, here in examination timing 3 hours is standard, marks 100 is standard. Okay, so that means standard is the target or benchmark which every year in case student want to reach. Like that, in case of in case of business organization and manufacturing units also, some standards are set. For example, standards are set for sales, standards are set for manufacturing or production, like that. Here in this chapter, we are going to discuss regarding standards for cost, means that is cost of manufacturing. Okay, I hope you have understood the introduction. That is, standard means giving the target that things should be like this. Okay, that is standard. This it is the benchmark or yardstick. Okay, next, so that is introduction. Next, we shall go with the meaning. First, meaning of standard cost. First, you need to know the meaning of the term cost. Cost means it is the overall expenditure incurred to manufacture a particular unit. That is cost. In case here, standard cost means, here standard costs are predetermined costs. Predetermined cost means already it has been determined, okay, calculated, predetermined. Okay, so standard costs are predetermined costs. Here standards for what? Standards regarding various elements of costs, that is material, labor and overheads. These are various elements, that is material, labor and overheads are determined. So we have known that the labor, material, overheads are determined. How it is determined? How it is determined means it will be determined based on historical data. Historical data means data of previous time period. That means, for example, if we need to set standard for 2020, historical data means the data of 2019, 2018, that will be historical data. But we have to remember that standards are not just guess or simple estimation, but they are set with the due care. Okay, very much care is taken. It is set systematically with the technical estimates. So we have to remember that also. So that means finally what we can say that standard cost means they are predetermined cost. Costs are determined for various elements, that is material, labor and overheads, and determined based on systematic techniques. Okay. Next is standard costing. So standard cost first, next is costing. So cost means expenditure. Costing means it is a system or a technique. So let us see meaning of standard costing. Standard costing is system of controlling the costs and measuring the efficiency. See here, costs need to be controlled and efficiency is measured. Next, it is a technique of cost reduction and cost control. Very important thing in cost accounting, that is cost reduction and cost control. What will happen? The main work of standard costing is to set objectives. That is, the cost should be this much. That is objectives or targets. Okay, to achieve. That means manufacturing cost must be this much. Means, for example, manufacturing cost must be 500 rupees per unit. It has been set. That is target or objective. Then it will be compared with actual. So this is standard or objective. Then it will be compared with actual cost. That is, for example, if the cost is 450, so this is target. We need to incur this much of cost. If you are incurring 450 means it is good or not good? Definitely it is good. The cost is in better control. Okay. So if it is more means, then it shows a negative sign that we need to take some control measures. So that is to compare the actual cost with the standards or targets. We need to compare actual with target. So that is the meaning of standard costing. So I hope you have understood the meaning of standard cost as well as standard costing. Next, we shall go with definitions. Okay. Definitions. First one is for standard cost. CIMA defines standard cost is the predetermined cost based on technical estimates for materials, labor and overhead for a selected period of time for a prescribed set of working conditions. So this is the definition by CIMA for standard cost. Here we have to identify, or we can see some three to four important points. That is, first thing is standard cost is the predetermined cost. That is, here how much we need to incur the cost, it is fixed earlier. The target will be already fixed, predetermined. Second is based on technical estimates. That is, it is not just a mere guess. Okay, that will happen, this may happen. No, it is not a mere guessing. It is based on technical estimates for materials, labor and overhead. So we know very well that basically three types of expenditure will be incurred while manufacturing. That is material, labor and overhead. And next important is selected period of time. So the standards are set for selected period of time and prescribed set of working conditions. This is very, very important. Standard costing can be set for prescribed working condition. That means the working condition should be already prescribed or it should be standardized. Okay, for a non-standardized conditions or products, it cannot be applied. So that is the definition for standard cost. That is, it is a predetermined cost based on technical estimates for material, labor and overheads, and it is for a selected period of time and it is prescribed for a set of working conditions. Okay. And the next definition is for standard costing. According to CIMA, it defines standard costing as the preparation of standard costs and applying them to measure the variations from actual costs and analyzing the causes of variations with a view to maintain maximum efficiency in production. Okay, so this is the definition. Let us understand it. So first thing is standard costing means what it does, it prepares the preparation of standard costs. Okay, and those costs will be applied. Applied for what? To measure the variations. This is the variation. See, we can see the variation. Okay, this is standard, this is actual. There is a variation of 50. Okay, 50 rupees. So we have to identify that variation, measure that variation with the actual cost. And is that much enough? No. What's next? Next is with the view to analyze the cause. That is why this variation occurred. What is the reason? Okay, causes of variation. Again, by identifying this cause of variation, later we can maintain the maximum efficiency so that everything goes as per set standard. So these are the definition for standard cost as well as standard costing. Next, let us see what are the advantages. Okay, what are the plus points or advantages of standard costing? First advantage is proper planning. So standard costing means if you are predetermining the cost means we are planning. So that ensures the management or manufacturing concern what they need to do. Okay, it ensures production unit what they need to do because everything is planned already. Okay, they need not to worry that what's next because it is already planned in a proper way, systematic way. Okay, next, the second advantage is efficient cost control. Yes, standard costing definitely it is a tool for the management to get reduction in the cost and to get the control over it, that is control of cost. Okay, because under this technique differences or variances are analyzed. From analyzing these variances we can easily control the cost. Next, third point is motivational factor. Here motivational factor means for labor efficiency. Why? Why? Because labor efficiency is promoted and they are destined. Labor are destined to be cost conscious because they know very well this is the set standard we should perform in an efficient way to reach that standard. They will be very conscious. So that brings a motivation. That brings a motivational or acts as a motivational factor. Okay, and standards also provide incentives and motivation to work with greater effort, and definitely it increases efficiency and productivity. Next, fourth advantage, that is comparison of forecasting and outcome. Forecasting means foreseeing the future in a systematic way, that is setting the standard. Your standards will be set later. With that standard, outcome means what is actually happened. We can compare the forecasting or standard along with the outcome and we can see whether the outcome is as per the set standard or as per how we have forecasted it. Next, fifth point is helps in formulating the policies. So this technique, that is standard costing, it is a very valuable or important technique to the management in determining the or calculating the prices and formulating the production policies, because standard costing equips cost estimates while planning the production of new products, or it helps, okay, to estimate the cost with the production of new products. And next is eliminates wastage. With the help of standard costing, we can eliminate the wastage. Why? Because here we are fixing the standards. When we already have a plan, then we can definitely control the wastage, such as material wastage, idle time. When standards are set, we will follow that, and definitely there will be elimination, or we can say definitely there will be a reduction in the wastage.